Hey, what's up guys? I just wanted to make this video because there has been a controversy that's been going on recently in the sports stacking community. If you don't know what it is, basically it's about William Orrell's 4.577 second cycle. So the controversy is that because he didn't use a standard SpeedStacks mat, that the time shouldn't count because it's not the mat that would be used in tournament. There have been a lot of different opinions about this. Some say that it is clean, some say that it's not clean. I just wanted to offer my thoughts on the matter. I personally think that his time is clean, and here is my reasoning for that. So the argument is that because he used a mat from Staples, or a Staples mat, I'm not really sure, that his time shouldn't count because it's not the standard mat that SpeedStacks would require a stacker to use in tournament. I don't personally consider this to be a valid argument to completely disregard the time, because if we were to say that his time wasn't valid because he used a Staples mat, then we would also be saying that any times using any off-brand sports stacking cups like Flash cups or Crazy cups, then we would be saying that since those cups are not authorized by SpeedStacks to be legal for tournaments, then any times that are gotten using those cups wouldn't count. And I just don't think that that's right. The only way that I personally would call this a scratch is if he didn't do the sequence properly. And if you look at the video, he starts the timer correctly. He doesn't hold any cups or start with his wrist. He does the sequence properly, and then when he stops the timer, he doesn't stop it holding any cups or with his wrists on the timer. So I personally think that this is clean because of that. However, people are arguing that since in the rulebook it states that for a tournament you need to use an official SpeedStacks mat, then this shouldn't count. However, you could use that same rule to break down virtually anything that's done at home. For example, one of the arguments that was brought up was that the table that the stacker stacks on has to be 29 to 31 inches off the ground. However, Michael Haig, when he was 4 years old or something like that, he would use a table that was much lower to the ground than that. So does that mean that those times are scratches? I personally don't think so. At the end of the day, in my opinion, these are all just things that can help a stacker stack the best way that they can, while not giving them a specific advantage over other stackers. Because saying that he can't use that mat, that's like saying that he can't use a Generation 4 timer, because since SpeedStacks hasn't approved those to be usable in tournament, then it's obviously not allowed, and that just doesn't make sense to me. That would be like saying that any time gotten for a cuber on CS timer with a keyboard isn't valid because that's not how it would work in competition. At the end of the day, I personally think that his 4.57.7 is clean. If he used a different set of cups or a different timer or a different mat that helped him to stack faster but didn't give him a specific advantage over any other stacker, then I personally think that there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description to the original video where there's an interesting conversation going on about this already, and I'm also going to leave Joshua's video in the description, which talks about this same controversy, but talks about it from the viewpoint of Orrell's time being a scratch. I highly recommend that you leave a comment down below because I would love to hear what you guys think about this, and hopefully we can keep this conversation going.